All right, so for a lot of you, this might be a pretty brutal topic or a pretty brutal video, but I don't really care. I'm going to make it anyways. You have to understand that women's entire goal in a relationship with men is to emasculate you and control you. I'm going to say that one more time. Her entire goal when she's dating you is to emasculate you and control you to get the power in the relationship. Her goal is not to love you. Her goal is not to make you feel good. And her goal is not to be a great, supporter to your guys' journey and, helping you and you helping her and you guys are so nice and caring and peaceful. Her whole goal is to emasculate and to control you. So I'm going to be breaking this down step by step so that way you know what to look out for, okay? You're going to hear things like this, right? You're going to hear things like women show up and women stick around when there's value, right? Or when the man has value. Right? You're going to hear these things like women love value. Here's the problem with this. This is only scratching the surface. And when you hear things like this, you have to understand that there's a way deeper level and a way deeper meaning. Here's what actually happens. Women don't show up and stick around when there's value. What actually happens is this. In reality, women show up when there's value and interest test the hell out of you to see what your SMV is like. This is the truth. So for all of you out there where you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to raise my value. I'm going to look better. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to do all this. Yeah, here's what's going to happen. In reality, she's going to show up and she's going to interest test you. And she's going to see how quickly she can break you and how quickly she can get you to start showing insecurities. And all of that amazing self-improvement that you tell yourself counts for something, she is still trying to figure out the one magic question all the time. And that one amazing magic question is how many other women are interested in this guy? How many women at or above my current level of attractiveness want this man? That is what she cares about. She cares about finding pre-selected men. So constantly, she is wanting to see how high your SMV is. She wants to see how much interest you will show her. And she wants to see how easy you can be controlled and manipulated. This is what she's really looking for. Okay, she's looking for a man who's going to invest in her. So what is she looking to figure out? She's looking to see how much you're willing to invest and how much you're willing to show your care and your love and your support. That's what she's looking for. Now, once that happens, let the games begin. Now the games begin. The arguments are going to start coming out of nowhere, or so it will feel that way. And on top of that, you're going to notice a huge change in the tone of her voice. This is the biggest thing that you're going to notice is the vocal tone shift. So in the beginning, if this is the beginning up here when you guys are dating, she's happy, she's loving, she's showing affection. Now you get into a relationship right here, and now her whole attitude and tone starts to show that she's disinterested. And constantly you're going to now question your own attractiveness until the pullback happens on her end, or she leaves, or she ends up cheating with a different guy who does not show her that care and that interest and that investment. So I'm going to help you out with all of this. Just stick with me. I make these videos to really help men be aware of what women are going to hide from you. So women will forever hide from you this one thing, okay? They will forever hide this one secret. And the secret is this. Women will only feel genuine love for a man who doesn't love her back. This is the biggest thing you have to start to comprehend, or the most important thing, or one of the most important things that you have to start to comprehend, is that women will only feel genuine love for a man who does not love her back. Because this truly is the only thing that signals that difference in SMV and dating value, where she now feels like you are a good option to be with. Women only feel love for the bad boy. So you're going to hear this term a lot, right? Women follow the bad boy. Women like the bad boy. Women feel an intense amount of love and care and admiration and respect for the bad boy. But what is the traits that he's demonstrating? Okay, the number one trait of the bad boy is this. It's that he is not faithful in a relationship, which makes her never feel like she's enough for him. That right there is what creates a feeling of love. It's not how much money you make. It's not how tall you are. Okay? It's not any of those things. It is purely the fact that she constantly questions what he's doing and who he's with and if she is good enough to be with him. That right there is what makes her have feelings of love. That uncertainty is what creates the love. The number one trait of the bad boy is that he is not faithful in a relationship. So this is what you have to know. Women feel passion, women feel love, women feel lust, okay? And women feel desire for men who are not faithful and who have options. I'm going to say that one more time. Women feel passion, love, and lust and desire for men who are not faithful and have options. This is what you have to start to realize. If you're a good man, she feels nothing for you. You don't excite her. She wonders why you're wanting to commit to her out of the other women that you could be with. And those feelings of peace, love, care, and stability, she mistakes for weakness. And now you're left for another man. This is what you have to remember. Women can only feel that desire, that love, that care, that passion, that lust for the bad boy. When you emulate the traits saying that, hey, I'm not faithful in this relationship or I'm going to explore my options, that right there is what creates that uncertainty, and now she desires you. So if you're a good man in a relationship, what are the traits of a good man? Loyal, loving, and honest. When you are loyal, loving, and honest, what does that create? That creates security and a feeling of faithfulness. If you're a good man, you are faithful to her. You're probably in a monogamous relationship. You are faithful. She loves you and you love her is what you think. And this couldn't be further from the truth. Because as soon as you put yourself in this category, loyal, loving, and faithful, here's what's going to happen. Is she will often cheat or treat you terrible. The men who get treated terrible in relationships, just completely terribly, right? Terribly, are good men. Because women don't respect these men. Women don't respect good men. Women don't feel attracted to these men. Women don't feel anything. She starts to actually think that you're weak. Stick with me. So before I can actually help you with this, we have to look at the reasons why, okay? Why her root nature is to emasculate, manipulate, and control you in the relationship. Why is it that way? Well, I've discovered that there's 3 reasons. Okay, and this is why. She wants the power, she wants the leverage, and she wants the control. If she can gain those 3 things, here's what happens. She wants to prove that she can break you. She wants to prove that she can break you emotionally, and she wants to prove that she can slowly get that power to lower your perceived SMV. Okay? Leaving hypergamy not satisfied to give her reasoning and proof that she can do better. A man who can be manipulated into falling in love with her is automatically a man that she does not want, because now hypergamy is less satisfied and now she has reasoning and proof that she can potentially do better. So she's constantly looking for the best. And only a man who doesn't fall in love with her is clearly a man who appears pre-selected, like he has options at that current level of attractiveness or higher. This is what women look for. This is going to be the type of man that women are drawn to. Okay? And this is based off my observation of what I constantly see when guys get into relationships. So here's what happens. You provide love and care. You provide all that stability. You provide all that peace. Peace and love. Harmony. Right? All those good thoughts, those good feelings, right? She now thinks that you're weak, and she wonders why you chose her. This is the funniest thing. If you're a man and you actually have options, like let's say you have 4 different women after you, 4 or 5 different women pursuing you, text messaging you, and then there's this one woman over here and you decide to date her, and now you guys are in a relationship. She will always wonder, or part of her will always wonder, why she was selected and why you stayed with her and not one of these other options. She's constantly looking at you saying, well, why? Why me? Why was I the one? And then as soon as she is the one, she wonders if she can do better. So here's what happens. This is typically never revealed. Okay, this is typically never told to men. But here's what you're going to find is that good men don't have the ability to make a woman feel anything. They literally don't have the ability to. she will start to feel nothing for you. She will start to feel disinterest and she will start to pull away. So this is how she will emasculate you slowly. So over here, I talked about why her root nature is to emasculate, manipulate, and control you. Now I'm going to show you how. Okay, this is exactly how it happens. What she's doing when she is emasculating you, okay, is she's creating thoughts in your mind that you are not as attractive as you actually are. So what she's constantly doing is getting you to question your own attractiveness, okay? So this is what happens, okay? You guys meet and you probably start dating, okay? You guys start sleeping together and there's romance and chemistry. You're going on all these dates and you're having fun. Okay, and this is where things change. Right here, now there's commitment. Now you are in an exclusive, committed relationship. Or the other thing that could happen right here is she has slowly found out, or you have revealed to her, that she is the only one that you're dating currently or that you're talking to. And now you're going to watch her mood and her desire level completely decrease. So right here, okay, now you've committed, or you have basically told her that you are the only one that I'm seeing, okay? And now what happens is she got what she wanted, which is your undivided attention and your full validation. She now knows that you like her, okay? Because only a man who likes her would give that commitment. Keep that in mind. So this is how she will slowly emasculate you. Now, once she got what she wanted, she's going to slowly pull back and show no interest in romance or sleeping with you. She's going to probably start arguments and constantly appear like she's disinterested. And her vocal tone, this is the biggest thing that you're probably going to notice during these arguments. Her vocal tone will typically show that she's not satisfied, she's angry, and she's disinterested. Okay? And here's the funniest thing about this. As this is going on, she's going to sit there and watch you try even harder. She acts this way while watching you try even harder to keep that relationship together. She's going to sit there and go, wow, look how hard he's trying. Look how he wants to talk to me on the phone again. Look how he wants to have this conversation. Look how he wants to say, well, what do we have to do to work it out? Look at him try and look at him give this effort. He's weak and he's pathetic, and now she leaves you. These are the thoughts that go through her mind, okay? So, for years, men have been conditioned to believe this. For years, men have been conditioned to believe that there's these bad men on motorcycles always at the bar being toxic and being rude, and these are all the men who are out there cheating and ruining relationships. This is the narrative, right? All these bad men out there, when in reality, it's completely opposite. In reality, it's good men who get into long-term relationships, and then women end up gravitating towards their own emotions of chaos and their new emotions of excitement with a new guy, and now she ends up leaving him. And women will often repeat this cycle throughout their 20s, their 30s, and their 40s, and so on and so forth. And this is why, okay, and this is how women's entire goal in a relationship with men is to emasculate and control you. If you have made it this far, I encourage you to do one thing. I encourage you to learn, understand, and start to master the language of women. So what I did was I created a community to help guys actually do this. And we now have over 1,300 guys inside of this seeing this process. And I'm constantly watching them turn their dating lives around for the better and starting to have more success than they ever had. Because for once, they finally have a real process to actually go out there in their own dating life and get some results. And that's why I built this. And that's why we're growing every single week. So hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.